guys, welcome back to Rave podcast. On the podcast today, we are talking about my book, Friendship Illusion, and this is because I've been accused of not blowing my own trumpet. So I've chosen to start blowing my own trumpet, and I have this. I have my beautiful sister in the house with us. If you're a follower of the audio podcast from last year, you would know that she was on the podcast like twice or three times.
Yeah.
But this is the first time she's going to be here for this audio visual session of the podcast. So, but before we go into that, I want to talk a bit about a couple of things. Number one being that today is International Women's Day, and the theme for this year's International Women's Day is Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. And what this is saying practically is, okay, how many women out there are getting knowledge about, digital innovation, digital skills. As the world is evolving, we also need to evolve with everything that is going on. So how many of you can say that you have a digital skill that you can use to make money for yourself, and we are also trying to change the narrative that women are just supposed to be domestic,
that their lives ends in the kitchen.
Yes, and all of that. So what you can do for yourself this year to also show that you are evolving with the world and not just saying, oh, it's a man's world, so I'm going to leave them to do whatever they want to do, is try and get for yourself digital skills, business analysis, business development, graphics designing, all of these plenty,
social media management,
all of these plenty of things. Whatever you feel like is your niche, go out there, get a skill. There are so many of them that are free online. Even Canva is something that people use to make designs these days, and you can do that. A lot of them.
Premium is not so expensive.
It's not actually. It's like 2.9 or 2.8.
1.7. Like about 1.7 or so. But then it's something very affordable. So
yeah, I don't know. On Apple is like 2 something, but it is affordable. You should actually try and get yourself acquainted with the latest things. The latest things. So yeah, but before we go into that, I don't know how many of you remember. Ella is a fitness enthusiast, which means while people are sleeping in the morning and trying to eat whatever they want to eat, Ella is busy trying to spoil our fun for us. So she's been in my house for like a couple of days, and on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
No, on Tuesday.
Wait,
yeah.
Today's Wednesday, man. Monday.
Sorry.
Monday. Yes, it was Monday.
On Monday, I was sleeping, having the time of my life, and this girl decided, you are not going to have peace.
Oh yes.
You are not going to have peace. So she dragged my ass to the gym. First of all, I didn't want to be at the gym. Secondly, she was telling me, this gym is very close to your house. Me where they live in the area, I don't know if they're close to my house.
No.
But anyway, that's aside. I eventually
grumpily.
I don't know. But yeah, gradually I woke up and I said, fine, I'm going to kit up, and we went to the gym.
Oh, she did go.
First of all,
to take pictures.
Of
me.
First of all, I don't want to be there, which is one. Secondly, why would I tell me that 6 months registration is how much?
300K.
300K! If I have 300K,
I won't go to the gym.
Exactly. Why would I go to the gym and give somebody 300K? Like, why? Why would I want to do that?
Like, that's so expensive.
Like, this is somebody's rent.
Are you telling me, baby girl, 300K? That's too much. Even if it's for 6 months. What's for 6 months or 3?
I can't remember.
It's 3 or 6 months.
Because I know I was just like,
too much.
I don't get it. 300K. That's a lot.
Per head. No, that's too much. That's too much, honestly.
It's a lot. But outside of that, what I think I actually want to hint on is the fact that we met a couple of people at the gym, and I'm not trying to judge, because again, acquiring a digital skill in this era means that you're going to be making a lot more money than the usual, you're trying to do in a normal 9 to 5 where you are working as an operations manager for
white collar job.
Yeah, and all of that. But why do guys do this thing where they come to the club? Again, I still stand on my initial statement that I feel like some people come to the gym to pick up women.
Yeah, and some men go there to
also pick men. So it's like how do I put it?
I don't know, like a market scheme or something.
I I don't know
It's
how
like
to put
a
it.
shipping thing. I'm coming to look for a man, and then the man also is going there to look for women, because I think these men know that some women do not actually go to the gym to work out. They are there for
Hookup.
trying to look for the right, handsome, nice body, able guy to go home with. So they just go there, kit up, get really, really dressed, looking amazingly hot and all, taking pictures and all, trying to catch the eye of a nigga. Forgive my French. So these guys also know that these ladies are there looking for them. So they also go to them
like,
down.
how can you tell that some certain persons are at the gym to look for hookup?
If you see them, trust me, they're not doing anything.
But okay, so what exactly did you look like?
Okay, no.
When the guy came to you?
No, hold on. I just shot myself in the neck.
Yes, what did you look like?
I didn't wait for you to finish that expression before answering. Okay, I feel a guy would definitely know if you're not there to work out. But I don't know the part of you not being there, you being there for the hookup. It's not like it's written on the face boldly. But the truth is, and it's just something that men have registered in their heads, yeah. If you are at the gym and you're not doing anything, you're just taking pictures, you're looking all. Okay, apart from the fact now that most celebrities or fitness instructors or enthusiasts or what's the word?
Coaches.
Not coaches, anyway, find the word. But most of this, when they make up to the gym, because they're influencers, fitness influencers. So they have a lot of people watching them, so they make up to the gym. But then in an era like this where you're not doing it for business, it's not a job. You're not a fitness instructor. You're not posting on social media. Like, it's not a job.
It's just you trying to be fit.
Why are you making up to the gym? So no, don't tell me it's personal. We both know.
Yeah, it's a personal thing. I feel like we talked about beauty. I don't know if it was here
something
or
that is personal to people.
Yeah, and how
it
people
makes you
feel more confident in themselves when
Oh, well, like I was saying to the guys, they register this in their head. And when you come looking all that flashy and you're not working out, you're just taking pictures, you're in the mirror, you're trying to do, and there are some moves you make and you feel like, oh, you're calling on us. So you are giving us that vibe.
Did you call on the guy that came to you? I'm still on that question. Did you call on that guy that came to you?
No, babes, I did not.
But that is not even the highlights of it, right? So we are there, trying to. I was filming her. Okay, this guy now comes and he's like, hi, I want to be friends with you guys, which is not a bad thing, right? I'm not antisocial, mind you, but like, one thing led to another. I now asked him, he asked us,
yeah,
do we stay around?
Before then, we saw this flat across the street, not a flat, like an apartment across the street.
Yeah, a block of apartments.
Yes, and then I was really curious as to how much it would cost to let out a place like that.
Yeah.
So she told the guy,
no. We already saw that we were coming in.
Yeah.
And it was really a very nice place.
Like,
honestly, it was very fine.
Free advert.
You guess. We don't mention the place, so no
No
advert.
advert.
So when we got in, after the workout session, he comes and is like, hi, do you guys stay around? And we're like, I didn't answer.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, sort of.
No, that was even much. No, that was much on our way out. It was when he asked if I stay around, and I was like, kinda. Before then, inside, he was like, do you guys come often? And I think I said something about, no, not really. And he was like, nah, he comes because he doesn't stay far. He just lives across.
Yeah.
Across from the gym.
And then he says, I live across from the gym.
And I was like, we had that apartment. He said yes.
And I said, you know me now. And I said, my friend is curious.
She held me out to dry. Why tell him I was
said,
serious?
my friend is curious. How much does it cost to stay in the apartment? And he goes,
30 grand.
No, he just said 30K.
30K.
And I'm like, you mean per month? Because per month, it still sounds, I'm like, okay, that's like
that's a
3 point something or something.
I'm
like, okay, that's not so bad, right? And I said, per month? And I said, no, per day.
He said a night. I'm like, why? I have a lot of questions.
Like, why would you say? It's just, see, I've been thinking about a lot of things in my head. Like, this guy is really young. And again, I'm not trying to judge to say, oh, I know he's professional, I know what he's trying to do. But I don't understand the rationale. Like, when people leave their houses and go to sublet an apartment where they are paying per day or per night.
30 to 50,000.
Yeah. and he now still even brought car key to
I mean,
the
you
gym.
live across from the street.
Why are you bringing your
Why
car
is your car
key? It's not like
key
a house or a room key was attached to it. Is this also one
and
of
then
those
not to
things?
sound really judgmental, I told her, I was like, we should really, really take a great look at this key. It just could be an apartment key, you know, but niggas and nigresses.
So I'm like, I don't understand.
I didn't have car
so
keys,
that's also something
gym,
that entices women at the gym. Maybe I don't know about that, but anyway,
probably just never
that's about that. How's been your week so far?
Honestly, no one in Nigeria at the moment is happy except those who are supported, you know. But
even I think they are not even happy. Their mind is shaking because they know that when evidence starts to come out, they will know that like they are on guard at all. Body go dey shake.
The evidence is they're trying to sneak away.
So a colleague of mine sent me a clip this afternoon, and it was about, you know, apparently today Peter Obi and, you know, they've gone to the courts in Abuja, and the lawyer is trying to tell us that INEC chairman Yakubu Mahmood is trying to destroy evidences. He's not releasing the beavers to them. He's not releasing the data to them. He's not giving them anything. At the same time, it's looking like you're about to tie their loose ends. We know and we saw last week that most of these results were not uploaded. Most were not uploaded. But tell me how, after a couple of days after the president-elect is announced, you now go back on the IRF and you're seeing that waiting that me explain give us the day where they read the thing, it has all of a sudden changed.
I am sad about my country, Nigeria, and it's God. I've not been able to say anything about this election since it started. I don't think I still want to say anything right now. Not because I have a lot of questions and I have so much to say, but how long are we going to keep talking for?
Right.
What do we do exactly? What do we do? It's not that we're going to actually know what to do. We can do a lot, but
there are several of them at every point trying to create a roadblock. And quite frankly, I was going to talk about something entirely different today, but I'm like, we've seen too much sadness going on in the country. So for once, yes, I want to leave every other conversation that is very serious and talk about book. And talk about book where we'll just laugh and have a good time and hope to God that at the end of the day, everything will work out perfectly as God wants it. All we can do is actually try our possible best to exhaust all options. Yeah. Outside of that, I feel like we don't have much control over every other thing that will play out. I don't have control over Yakubu Mahmood. I wish I had. Maybe by now, chains they will use all your body, they will run wrap with chains.
I don't know what they do with
but like, you get we don't they talk about which is our wizards. Now they do flying. I mean, now only to they do evil things. Okay, this already be evil now. Now don't fear us.
This is the right time to fly. Spread your wings.
I feel like there's so much depression going around based off only on these Nigerian presidential elections and governorship elections coming up.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to campaign for anybody at this point anymore because my heart they shake. You know what we do, I never recover from them. So that's just about that.
Can we get into the sweetheart?
Yes, we can get into it.
This is my favorite part of this YouTube. This is my favorite part of making this video. Guys, I have said a lot. I wish I can go on with a lot of things about this book. And I cannot exhaust the expressions I have over this book. I hate that you're here right now. I'm trying to make a review.
Okay,
I wish you weren't because
earlier on, she read the book, you know, and she said, "Oh, I want to make a review."
Oh yes.
And I was in the kitchen. I was just moving in and out,
making the vegetable fries actually.
And at some points, like I wasn't paying attention, and then I heard her screaming, like, "Wait!" I'm like,
I had to scream. If you read this book, you will feel like you will get to that point where you just have to get to that catharsis. If you read this book, but don't worry.
She's speaking of English, but like I don't know. I feel like maybe she has a couple of questions for me. But before we get into it, again, I'm going to blow my own trumpet. I've written 3 books: Layla Khalid at 8 and Friendship Illusion. And so far, I think that with Layla Khalid, I did talk about women's health, but it was a very minimal part of it. It was just primary ovarian insufficiency I talked about, very minimal. I didn't even expatiate on it. it was just a diagnosis. But we at 8, it was more of a research for female genital mutilation. But this particular one, I know that when I started writing this book, a lot of thoughts went into my head from, oh, Mara, what is important to you? Again, this is also in honor of celebrating International Women's Day. The book is all about women, and this is not to sound feminist thingy, but I feel like women in this world, the world would be boring
without women
in it. And if women's issues are not at the forefront of our conversations, then what the fuck are we doing? You know, sorry about that, but what are we doing really? So I am absolutely proud of the work that I did with this book. As much as we keep saying that writers have to learn to take criticism.
Oh yes.
Or whatnot, I feel like I'm still like trying to chest it.
Mascara grab it.
Because I know that sometimes writers write and they have a different thought process from what a reader would envision when they read it. So I've read a couple of reviews, I've seen a couple of reviews, and I'm like, oh, okay, not bad. And I think I've gotten really well at taking reviews that may not. And formally, if you give me a review, I'll start trying to explain why
it's like that. Yeah,
this was like in 2020. And after that, I just figured, no, Mara, you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
if somebody says this is something they don't like about
it's their opinion.
Yes. If it's something that I feel, oh, okay, I need to work on, good and fine. But if it is something related to how the story went, then maybe I'm not telling that thing that I'm passionate about in the right format.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm absolutely proud of the work that I've done with this book and everything that I've talked about in this book. But I don't want to talk to the story, because if I say the story, I feel like I'm going to give away a lot of things. So I'm going to allow her to talk and basically give an overview of what she thinks. And if she has questions for me, we would talk about
I have a whole lot of questions for you, girl. You bet.
Fine.
You bet I do.
Right on.
I'm actually going to tell you guys all of the stories, of course. Oh no, what's the beauty in it? You should go get a copy.
Right, get a copy.
Before we move on, it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
And Okada Books.
Yes.
BAM Books.
Yes. Robin's Heights as well.
Please,
yes.
Get a copy for yourself.
Yes, please do that. Thank you.
Now I have a question, and this question is from the prologue.
Okay.
Miss Arthur,
yeah.
You said, are the actions of a dying person always justified? Oh, the question is not for you.
Oh, it's not for me, okay.
Are the actions of a dying person always justified?
Mm-hmm.
I'm angry. I'm so mad. I read this book and I kept screaming, I kept shouting. Got herself involved in something really disastrous that led to her having an ill health. And then, it was
when you say she got herself involved, it means like she was the one that brought a catastrophe on herself, but it wasn't her.
Okay, it actually wasn't her.
It wasn't her.
Now we've reconnected, we're friends. You didn't tell me anything that must have gone wrong in your life. You didn't tell me anything you must have been doing before we reconnected. Nothing at all, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But then you've been living with this pain because people who did hurt you were close to me.
Right.
She goes on to punish me for something I knew absolutely nothing about. Now I'm starting to get agitated. I didn't want to get here. I was trying to become. Mind you guys,
I love it so much when, like, I've heard people say they read towards the end and they cried. I want people
I crew. If there's a word like I crew.
I feel so passionately about why this thing is like this, and it makes me happy. I've also heard people like talk about, like, I'm happy that
It's chaotic.
No,
I was wondering what was going on. What must have gone on in the author's mind? The author is right here. She's chaotic. Like,
that thing is this.
Okay.
If your best friend was alive, would you have forgiven your best friend?
Okay, that would have
been the first to be honest. Exactly.
I would have taken my time. It's like, I won't come out right there and forgive you. You don't do that to anybody, and then because you're dying, your actions should be justified. Not be that.
I always enjoy when I see people's faces.
It's annoying. It's like
when they argue passionately about what is inside the book. I'm asking myself, wait, is that what I wrote?
Yes, girl, that's what you wrote. And more, actually.
People have, you know, a lot of opinions about that, but
No, I do.
by the way, that's not what the book is entirely about. There were other subtleties.
Like, come on, it's a book of over 300 pages.
Yeah.
So trust me, there's a lot you're going to find out in this book. Now, I didn't have any plans of letting you into the story at all, but then at the end of the day, I have let you into a part of it. So you find out the rest for yourself.
Yeah, there's postpartum depression. There's therapy. There is FGM again.
There's sexual relationship.
Yeah, there's sexual. Yes, there's a
the erotic part is beautiful. I'm like, on a very good day, we're going to have to do a YouTube talk on YouTube show on erotic stuff.
Yeah, that's on a very good day. Or not, I don't know.
Yes. Oh yes.
But yeah, this book has like a lot of themes, and there is the sexual relationship, as you mentioned, the friendship between her parents. You know, they are divorced, and the woman went ahead, traveled out, and got married to a white guy. There is her own friendship dynamic, what is going on in her individual friends' lives. Then there is a relationship with her neighbors. There is a sexy, clumsy guy. Yeah, I'm proud of the work I have done with this book.
I really am about
honestly, I am. And please get a copy of Friendship Illusion on Amazon. It's on Kindle Unlimited.
On Bambooks.
Yeah, it's on Bambooks,
Robin's High stores.
and it's on Robin's High store. So yeah, please, again, I don't know how much we can emphasize this enough. As an indie author, meaning I am a self-published author, all my books I publish them on my own. I didn't have an agent, I didn't have like a book deal or anything. I am the one also trying to do the marketing of my book. The only way you can support my craft is buying them and giving us reviews. Even if you don't like the book, write something you don't like.
Okay, yeah.
Do you understand? Say what you have
like
to say.
Yeah.
Say that, oh, this part of the book it didn't make sense to me. I don't understand it. It's a review. It is how. So I have again. When I was writing the book, I had a different relationship from the story I wanted to put out. I've read this book more than 15 times. And each time I read it, I get more clarity as to, oh, okay, if somebody reads it, I think this is what they would get from this part. Write us reviews. It doesn't matter what the review is, good review, bad review. Every time you review, it helps the next person look at the book.
Yeah.
So if you like the book on any of these platforms that we have mentioned, or you write something, even, oh, this is a great book, one liner, it's enough. You don't have to write like a whole episode about it. Yeah. So please, I beg you, buy my book, Friendship Illusion. Read it online if you want to. I also have my other books, At 8 and Leila Khalid. Please support me. This life that we are living in this country, our president will send us. So we have to look for ways to actually get money for ourselves. So please support me, support our craft.
Yes, please.
Anything else to add?
You've actually said it all, girl. Yeah.
All right. Thank you again for joining us on the show today. Have a restful weekend and see you next week.
Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And please find every possible means to be happy, no matter how small.
Right. Find
happiness in every little thing that comes around you and everything you do.
Right.
Take care of you.
Bye. Bye.